Scrolling through the depths of Twitter, I stumbled upon a tweet that made me pause. $XRP to $1,000, it boldly proclaimed. The accompanying rocket emoji left no doubt about the author's enthusiasm. It was a prediction I had seen before, whispered in online forums and debated among crypto enthusiasts. This time, however, it struck me with renewed force. Could XRP, the digital asset tied to Ripple's payment network, truly reach such astronomical heights? The possibility, however remote, was intoxicating. It hinted at a future where XRP wasn't just another cryptocurrency, but a financial force to be reckoned with. This wasn't just about the potential for profit, though that certainly played a part in the excitement. It was about the allure of disruption, of witnessing a relatively obscure asset potentially upending the established financial order. The idea of XRP, currently trading at a fraction of that lofty target, soaring to such heights, seemed like the stuff of fantasy. Yet, the world of cryptocurrency had proven time and again that it was a realm where the improbable could become reality. As I delved deeper into the world of XRP, I found myself grappling with a mix of skepticism and cautious optimism. The path to $1,000, if it existed at all, would be paved with both promise and peril. Understanding this journey, I realized, required separating the hype from the reality, the wishful thinking from the cold, hard facts. This is the story of XRP's quest for $1,000, a journey fraught with uncertainty, fueled by speculation, and ultimately a testament to the boundless possibilities and potential pitfalls of the digital age. Before we embark on a journey into the hypothetical future of XRP, it's crucial to ground ourselves in the present. As of May 11, 2025, XRP finds itself in a state of flux. Priced at insert current price, it stands as a testament to the volatility that defines the cryptocurrency market. Its journey has been marked by periods of meteoric rises and gut-wrenching crashes, leaving investors both exhilarated and unnerved. The digital asset's current market standing reflects this turbulent past. Ranked as the insert current rank largest cryptocurrency by market capitalization, XRP occupies a space of considerable influence, yet it remains a long way from the dominance enjoyed by Bitcoin, its more established counterpart. This precarious position is further complicated by the ongoing SEC case against Ripple Labs, the company behind XRP. The outcome of this legal battle casts a long shadow over XRP's future, threatening to either unleash its potential or stifle its growth. Despite these challenges, XRP remains a force to be reckoned with. Its underlying technology, the Ripple network, continues to attract attention for its potential to revolutionize cross-border payments. This allure is further amplified by the growing chorus of analysts and investors who see XRP as a potential beneficiary of the increasing institutional adoption of cryptocurrencies. However, the path forward is anything but certain. The road to $1,000, if it exists, is paved with a myriad of obstacles, ranging from regulatory hurdles to technological limitations. To understand whether XRP can truly reach such heights, we must delve deeper into the factors that will shape its destiny. At the heart of XRP's potential lies RippleNet'e, a global network for financial institutions developed by Ripple Labs. RippleNet'e isn't your average blockchain project, it's a suite of products designed to streamline cross-border payments, a market worth trillions of dollars. It's here, in the realm of international transactions, where XRP might find its true calling. Imagine sending money overseas with the ease of sending a text message. That's the promise of RippleNet'e. It bypasses the traditional labyrinth of intermediaries, reducing transaction times from days to mere seconds and slashing fees in the process. This efficiency, coupled with its potential to foster financial inclusion, has made RippleNet'e an attractive proposition for banks and payment providers around the world. Central to RippleNet'e's functionality is on-demand liquidity, ODL, a service that leverages XRP as a bridge currency for cross-border transactions. Here's where things get interesting for XRP's price potential. As more institutions adopt ODL, the demand for XRP could theoretically surge, potentially driving up its value. However, it's not as simple as banks using XRP equals price moon. The relationship between Ripple's technology and XRP's price is complex and often misunderstood. While RippleNet'e and ODL certainly have the potential to boost XRP's adoption, their success doesn't necessarily guarantee a corresponding surge in XRP's price. This is due, in part, to the fact that Ripple's software is demand neutral. In other words, banks and financial institutions can utilize Ripple's technology for transactions involving fiat currencies and stablecoins, bypassing XRP altogether. Banks, the traditional gatekeepers of finance, are both potential allies and skeptics in XRP's journey. Their adoption of Ripple's technology is crucial for its widespread use, yet their inherent conservatism and the emergence of competing solutions present significant hurdles. On the one hand, RippleNet offers banks a tantalizing proposition, a way to drastically improve their cross-border payment infrastructure, reduce costs, and ultimately, serve their customers better. This has led to a growing number of partnerships between Ripple and financial institutions worldwide. However, banks are also wary of fully embracing a technology as novel and potentially disruptive as XRP. The cryptocurrency's volatility, regulatory uncertainty, and the emergence of central bank digital currencies, CBDCs, all give pause to even the most forward-thinking institutions. CBDCs in particular pose a significant challenge. Backed by the full faith and credit of governments, they offer a level of stability and regulatory clarity that XRP, at least for now, cannot match. This isn't to say that banks are turning their backs on Ripple or XRP. Many institutions are experimenting with Ripple's technology, exploring its potential while hedging their bets by also investing in CBDC initiatives. This cautious approach is understandable. Banks operate in a highly regulated environment where risk aversion is deeply ingrained. The question then becomes, will banks' appetite for innovation outweigh their inherent caution? The answer, unfortunately, is far from clear. The future of XRP hinges on whether it can convince banks that it's not just a technological solution, but a strategic imperative in an evolving financial landscape. You know, when we look back at the journey of Bitcoin, it's kind of like tracing the steps of a pioneer. Bitcoin was the first to carve out a path in the wild, uncharted territory of digital currencies. It's fascinating, really. From its mysterious origins with Satoshi Nakamoto to its explosive rise in value, Bitcoin's journey is nothing short of legendary. But, let's not forget, it also faced numerous hurdles and skepticism along the way. Yet, it persevered, proving that the concept of decentralized currency could indeed work. And now, as we stand on the shoulders of this giant, we can appreciate how it paved the way for other cryptocurrencies like XRP to innovate and thrive. Navigating the world of cryptocurrency often feels like walking a tightrope, especially when it comes to regulation. XRP, like many other digital assets, faces scrutiny from regulatory bodies around the globe. The challenge lies in balancing innovation with compliance, ensuring that the technology can thrive while adhering to legal frameworks. This ongoing tug-of-war is crucial for the future of XRP and the broader crypto ecosystem. The world of cryptocurrency is no stranger to hype. Bold claims and lofty promises are often made, but how does XRP measure up in reality? While some see XRP as a game-changer in the financial sector, others remain skeptical. It's essential to cut through the noise and focus on the tangible progress and real-world use cases. Understanding the difference between hype and reality can help investors and enthusiasts make informed decisions. Taking a step back, it's important to adopt a measured perspective when evaluating XRP. Yes, the potential is significant, but so are the challenges. By looking at both the strengths and weaknesses, we can gain a balanced view of what XRP can realistically achieve. This balanced approach helps in setting realistic expectations and making sound investment choices. So, what does the future hold for XRP? While it's impossible to predict with certainty, the ongoing developments and partnerships hint at a promising trajectory. If XRP can navigate regulatory challenges and continue to demonstrate real-world utility, it could very well become a cornerstone of the digital economy. Only time will tell, but one thing is clear: XRP is a digital asset worth watching.
Crypto hype versus the 2017 Bitcoin millionaire predictions. Could the same unshakable optimism that once aimed Bitcoin at $1 million now propel XRP to 100? Maybe. Price, after all, is often more of a sentiment thermometer than a balance sheet figure. But once you start flirting with the $500 per coin mark, we're no longer talking about investor vibes. We're challenging the GDP of an entire mid-sized nation. Now let's talk about the real barriers. Regulation? It still lurks like the final boss in your favorite video game. Yes, Ripple landed a major legal triumph over the SEC, lifting a good chunk of the legal fog. But let's be honest, bankers don't just want clarity, they crave certainty, codified rules, and a total absence of headlines like Bank X caught holding unregistered securities. Competition is heating up. CBDCs, central bank digital currencies, are out of the lab and nearly live. Stablecoins like USDC already enjoy brand awareness and are steadily earning regulatory blessings across multiple jurisdictions. So if you're a risk-averse treasurer at a global institution, are you betting your balance sheet on XRP? Or are you simply opting for a government-approved CBDC with one tap? And yet, the XRP dream refuses to die. There's a reason. ODL's value proposition is pure efficiency gold. 3-second settlements, near-zero fees, no pre-funded Nostro accounts to clutter up your balance sheet. Ripple once estimated banks could save up to 42% on key payment corridors. That's a big enough financial carrot to keep early adopters like SBI doubling down. If even a few mega banks enter the arena, it could trigger a domino effect because, let's face it, markets move on anticipation, not just confirmation. So where does that leave us, the humble retail stackers? Perspective. Barry C's viral tweet isn't a financial forecast. It's a morale injection. Hold tight, soldiers. Greener pastures lie ahead. It plays to our collective FOMO, hinting that today's prices are a once-in-a-lifetime clearance sale. And you know what? I'm not here to mock the dreamers. Dreams move markets. But let's not bet the entire farm on a tweet. Tying your financial future to a social media post is like proposing marriage on a first date. Romantic until it isn't. Personally, I treat these moonshot targets like motivational posters. Inspiring to look at, but not worth mortgaging the house over. Instead, I zoom out and ask, what's happening under the hood? Ripple just acquired Hidden Road, a prime brokerage for $1.25 billion, their biggest acquisition to date. They're also launching stablecoin rails, targeting 90-plus markets and 55 currencies. Every move that makes crypto infrastructure invisible to the end user, like HTTPS in your browser, nudges us closer to real-world adoption. And when that happens, utility tokens like XRP could be fundamentally revalued. Now, whether that re-rating lands XRP at $10, $100, or $1,000 depends entirely on how indispensable it becomes in that invisible tech stack. But here's a final curveball. Maybe the narrative itself is more powerful than the math. Look at Dogecoin, a literal joke that, powered by community memes and a billionaire's tweets, reached a $70 billion valuation. If the narrative of XRP as the banker's coin captures the imagination of the mainstream, the fundamentals may chase the hype later. And hey, stranger assets have surged before. But remember, you're not trekking through this odyssey alone. Our free crypto Discord, linked down below, is buzzing with traders swapping chart insights, breaking down order flow screenshots, and yes, debating whether $1,000 XRP is madness or manifest destiny. So jump in, share your take, and please, don't be that guy who buys first and researchers later. The community will roast you mercilessly, but with love, of course. Big bank scenario. What if the giants go all in? Now take a breath, because here's where things get real. Picture this. Tomorrow, a global banking alliance, say HSBC, Santander, and DBS, announces full-stack ODL integration. Liquidity spikes. Market makers scramble. Prices leap before you can refresh coin market cap. Retail FOMO explodes. Headlines roar. Bankers embrace crypto rails. Suddenly, Barry C's wild $1,000 claim looks less like delusion and more like a digital prophecy. Could that domino effect send XRP soaring to $100 in a parabolic sprint? Possibly. But to leap to $500 or $1,000, you'd need either a massive supply shock, hello, token burns, or a global macro catalyst forcing trillions in weekly settlement volume through XRP rails. Not impossible, but it's a moonshot climb with heavy gravity. Let's crystallize the takeaways. Today's low price doesn't prove banks are ignoring Ripple. It simply shows they can use the rails without touching the token. Utility matters, but narrative momentum is a price amplifier or suppressor. The story drives sentiment. Sentiment moves markets. Regulation is the ever-present wildcard. Play nice with the SEC and global watchdogs, or risk a sudden rug pull. Diversification isn't just crypto lingo, it's a seatbelt. When Twitter dreams collide with on-chain reality, it keeps your portfolio grounded. Your strategy is yours alone. Whether you're DCAing, swing trading, or just observing, define your targets. Don't borrow someone else's conviction, it's cheap. Yours is earned. If XRP rockets to triple digits, amazing, you were early to the table. If it flatlines or drifts sideways, life moves on and another opportunity will rise. That's crypto, brutal, brilliant, and never boring. So did Barry C's tweet shift my outlook? Honestly, it sharpened it. Hype forces me to examine my bias, refresh my research, and stay agile. I'm still bullish on the tech, cautiously optimistic on the token, and acutely aware that no one rings the bell at the top or bottom. Want to keep the fire going? Jump into our Discord, link below. The conversations there are spicier than a jalapeno latte.